The desert stretched endlessly, painted gold by the setting sun. A lonely cowboy named Clay Maddox lived on the far edge of the Arizona plains, where the wind howled like old ghosts and the stars were his only company. For years, Clay spoke to no one. He'd lost everything, his father, his cattle, and the woman he once loved. The silence became his only friend. He mended fences by day, played his harmonica by night, and prayed the past would stop haunting him. Then one afternoon, a wagon appeared on the horizon. Dust rose behind it like a ghost trail. Clay's heart skipped. No one ever came this far out. When the wagon stopped, an old, frail woman stepped down, his mother, Mary Maddox, whom he hadn't seen in 12 long years. Her silver hair glowed under the sun, but she wasn't alone. Behind her stood 2 young Apache sisters, their dark eyes calm and watchful, wearing simple dresses and beads that shimmered faintly in the light. "Clay," his mother said softly. "These girls, they need shelter. Their tribe was driven off. I promised them safety." Clay's jaw tightened. The scars of old wars between settlers and Apache still bled in the dust. "You brought them here?" he asked coldly. "After what happened?" Mary met his glare with steady eyes. "Son, the world's changed. Maybe it's time you did too." For days the house was filled with silence again, except now it wasn't empty. The sisters worked quietly. Naya, the elder, tended to the horses. Tala, the younger, sang softly at dusk. Clay watched from a distance, his heart torn between bitterness and curiosity. One night a storm rolled in, wild, angry, and unforgiving. Lightning cracked open the sky, setting a dry tree ablaze near the barn. Clay rushed out, trying to control the frightened horses. But the wind was too strong. Suddenly Naya appeared beside him, fearless, cutting the ropes and leading the animals to safety while rain poured over them both. When the storm finally passed, they stood soaked to the bone, breathing hard under the quiet sky. Clay looked at her, and for the first time in years, he smiled. Over the next months, the ranch came alive. Clay taught the sisters to ride. They taught him to listen, to the wind, to the earth, and to his own heart. His mother often watched them from the porch, smiling through tears. By spring, the lonely cowboy's land was no longer a place of ghosts, but of laughter, music, and warmth. Clay realized that loneliness wasn't something you lived through. It was something you healed from, with people brave enough to care. And so, the man who once lived alone in silence now rode every evening beside 2 Apache sisters and a mother who had brought him back to life.